Hi friends. Okay, I sound so chipper to the way I have just been. Today's a weird day. I literally have not gotten any sleep, and I kind of want to talk about this a little bit because I don't even know if I want to talk about it. I have a really cool day planned. My best friend is an esthetician. I showed you guys her before, Dea, with our mukbangs. Anyways, she wants to shoot some content today, so she asked if I could be a model for her, and she's gonna give me a facial, which is freaking amazing and wonderful. So we're doing that today, so I'm about to leave now. I have been channeling now for a couple of years, and one of the biggest struggles that I've had is incorporating boundaries with people, real life people that I meet every day or that I see every day, or that I interact with. And it's really frustrating to feel people pull on you that you know are no longer in your life anymore. Like, particularly this happens with men. I wonder if being cautious about who you share your energy with, especially sacral, is also for the particular reason of once you're an intuitive, once you interact with that person at that level, you guys do have a connection. And there's a particular individual that I can feel keeps pulling on me, and it's at the point where it's making me kind of lose my mind a little bit. And I know he does it intentionally because he knows I'm a witch, which really, really irks me, because he knows what he's doing. And I have gone through phases where I don't feel this person's energy at all because I've done cord cuttings or just like energetic boundary things myself. There's spells to do that. It's easy once you get the hang of it and call back your energy. But I find that when something happens or there's like a trigger, there was just recently a trigger with this person, kind of like when there's an event, it triggers a new layer of the connection. So now we're in this point of connection where we don't speak, we don't talk, we are not in each other's lives at all, but something, I guess, triggered the both of us from both ends. And yeah, now I'm feeling that. I'm standing on my boundaries, I'm standing on business, and I'm not reaching out in the 3D, but it can be very overwhelming when this person continuously reaches out to you in the energetic field. So I feel like I've been extra irritated and just annoyed today because I'm feeling this person, and it's like an increased version of PMS almost. I'm just like unreasonably moody and angry because I can feel this person's energy and I can feel what they're feeling, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to feel it. Like, I feel things for my clients and people that I love and care about, never mind people that I don't want anything to do with anymore. So it's a little bit overwhelming, and I think I'm still a newbie witch, so it's still a process of understanding your boundaries. But I do think this is also something important to talk about, because once you get activated a little bit more, or you become more intuitive as you age, or if something happens in your life where you are activated, I think as a woman especially, it is important to know that who you choose to interact with in the 3D can have 5D ramifications, or it can have consequences to how much someone energetically pulls on you. I'm very stingy with my energy now. Stingy is a negative word. I'm very choosy with my energy now. I'm exclusive, you know? And yeah, stingy is not a good word for that because it's not necessarily a negative thing. It's just like really picking and choosing who your energy goes towards. And I'm kind of entering this phase where my energy is going more towards myself and the people that I actually care about, or people that actually fill my cup as well. So yeah, that's kind of like the vibe of today. I also think it's a collective energy going on. We are approaching the very end of February, so there's a lot of energetic changes going on right now. March is going to be a lot of energy coming in and out depending on where you're at in your healing journey. If you're not out of karmic cycles, which I think a lot of people unfortunately have not gotten themselves out of karmic cycles, even when they've had the signs to, they've been ignoring their intuition. There will be things that you have to deal with from that in March, and I think as a reader and healer, especially people that are healers, will be feeling that a lot, especially in regards to other people, because kind of like the world just needs a little bit more help right now. So I think there's like a lot of pressure a little bit, or at least I'm feeling it. So it feels a little bit overwhelming, but like I said, today's a really, really beautiful day, a lovely day, no complaints on that one. No complaints of the blessings that I have and the people that I have in my life that really do uplift me and make me feel human, because sometimes I don't feel human, and I think that's the hardest part about navigating being a witch. I think a lot of the times I live in the 5D and I live in a realm where I'm not grounded all the time, so it's really nice to have any chance I can have to feel grounded. So I'm using today as an opportunity to re-ground myself, and then spending the rest of the day with Dea. So that is the plan as of right now. Let's go. Hello. Hi. Voibs. Voibs. That's where I live. It's her home. Look how dreamy. So we're gonna get ready. I'm going to strip from the top up, and then yeah, we're gonna get into the massage facial, which is wonderful.
No, I was actually gonna say your hair goes so long. What's going on?
What's happening? I don't know, man. I just work here. I have no clue. I forgot the new moon is tomorrow, bro. That makes so much sense. Yeah. He's so unwell. Good.
This was predicted anyway.
It was predicted anyways. All of my vlogs are just tea sessions, I swear. But honestly, I'm down because I feel like we're gonna build a girl community, and that's my dream. Okay, short intermission. We both have new phones, and she has to set up her mic and the fucking new. Why do they do that? The C cable, bro. The way everything's changed, and now my headphones are old iPhone charger. So now
you're done.
I'm done, dog. Okay, let's go back to your house. We'll get the cord. Okay, we're back. We got the right cord.
Holy shit, yeah. I didn't know I had to use my fucking charger for everything.
Why did that feel like such a mission? You guys didn't even notice us move at all, because I didn't. But I'm like out of breath and tired. I don't even know why we drove there. I don't know what's going on. Okay. I talk like such a Brampton hood rat sometimes. I'm like, I do sometimes. I'm like, yo fam, it's fine. And then I'm like,
Okay.
Okay.
It's time.
Time to shine. All right, we're gonna transfer it to her phone now.
I can cover your eyes.
Yeah, bro. This. Goodbye, world. I look like an avatar.
She's glowing.
We're blue.
You can't tell, but
I know.
she's glowing.
No, guys, my skin feels so freaking good. You can kind of see the shine. With the avatar lighting, it's kind of crazy.
So it's like prepping us for March.
I'm really over the whole letting things go shit. Like, I'm done. I'm done.
I've been letting shit go for a year.
We've mourned enough.
Look at my track record.
I feel that. I feel that. No, literally.
Oh my God.
Also because we've actually been getting out of the karmic cycles, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I was on the same tip as I was 6 months ago, make me eat shit a little more, you know what I mean? Then I'd be like, I won't even blame the universe. I have not clearly learned my lesson. But right now I'm like, enough.
It's time.
It's time. It is time. I'm back again.
Literally same fucking place, same fucking order. What kind of tea are we sipping?
I told you all of my tea. I feel like you have the most tea in all of the land.
Do.
I love messaging you and you're right beside me. I'm like responding to her stories.
Chili shrimp. Just looks like onion and
girl, I don't know. I don't even ask questions. You're so adventurous.
Okay, so 43.
Thank you. And when she read my birth chart, she was like, oh yeah, like you, she's like, are you gonna get a Doberman? I was like, how did you? She's like, I can tell from your chart. I'm like, this is not real. Like, this is not real. I'm like, you can tell all that from my birth chart? She's like, yeah. But yeah, when she read his chart, she was like, oh, this was strictly just to heal out your father wound. And then like your next man is gonna heal the rest of it. It was like to purge it. Yeah. I was like, immaculate, amazing. Okay, back to not filming. Hey guys, so I'm about to do a workout. I've been training pretty hard recently and kind of really want to keep it up. I am trying to stay committed to myself and kind of implement some new goals. So today we're gonna do a glute day. Normally my glute days are on Tuesdays. Today's Monday, but I just intuitively feel like I really want to do a glute day, so that's what we're gonna do. I always start off with cardio. I do 40 minutes of an incline walk. Normally I work out in the morning or later on at night. Sometimes I'll get 2 sessions in a day. It just depends what my day looks like and how much I've channeled and how much energy I need to like exert and like transmute. If you are very much into the gym, chances are you're probably more of a transmuter than you think, which it means you just change form of energies. I have a heater on because it's so cold in this room. I know this sounds very obvious, but I like to set an intention before I do a lot of things, but working out being one of them, almost like a pre-workout ritual. So when you take your pre-workout, I like to I don't take pre-workout, but it's my version of a pre-workout where I actually set the intention. So it differs on the day, but today my intention is to really be mentally strong, which obviously in the gym you want to be strong, but like genuinely taking a moment, taking a mindful moment, as cliche as it sounds, I show up a lot better mentally and I just kind of push through a lot harder. I did Pilates already, so burning out with these reps now, and I am dying, but we're gonna push through because that was my intention. Okay, I wanted to quit like 3 different times, but we pushed through because my intention pushed through, which is sick. Yeah, I got a shower, gonna have some protein, and take a minute, take a breather. It's freezing in here. Hi y'all. I haven't done a get ready with me in a setup like this. What in the Lord Farquaad is going on? Okay, I haven't done a get ready like this in a long time, but I am basically living out of a suitcase. So we're gonna get ready. I am about to get my nails done with Miss Teresa, and I'm just gonna do a super quick get ready with me. Okay, just please bear with me. I'm gonna do a super quick get ready with me. I'm exhausted. I don't know what's been going on lately. I feel like it is the energy, and I feel like I'm gonna get a channel as well. So I kind of want to get ready with y'all and channel for you guys at the same time. I'm seeing hella spots, which is always a fun time. Yeah, the energy that I am feeling that is kind of coming, I always tap in a lot when there's some sort of shift going on. It's almost felt like the last week or so has been quiet, but today feels very different. I feel like there's a lot of movement. I feel like towards the end of March especially, there's going to be a lot of movement in life in general, and the energy just feels a lot lighter. I know for a lot of us, the past like 2 years in particular have been really heavy, or just there's been a lot going on, or it's felt like things we've been trying to accomplish or trying to do have just not been working. I know I can speak on personal experience from that standpoint, but it feels like that is about to change, but in a really, really good way. Like, I'm really, really excited. Now, that being said, I do feel like people who have not cleared out karmic cycles are really going to be feeling that also in March. If you are a healer in particular, and part of your purpose and service to the community is healing other people, which a lot of us are. If you have a job where you work with your hands touching people, I'm talking about makeup artists, hairstylists, obviously you have the more occult community, like people that are Reiki healers, etc. I feel like we almost started clearing out karmic cycles a little bit ahead of the rest of the group, but we're gonna be really kind of working towards helping the people that are straggling behind a little bit in this next season. So if you haven't really been confronting your lessons or the things that the past karmic cycle has been trying to teach you, I feel like you probably will be feeling it pretty heavily in March, or in the end of March especially. But it's not necessarily a bad thing, even though you might feel like it's a little bit heavy. It's kind of like a final attempt at clearing things for you to align better with your future. If you have already cleared out those karmic things, like I said, I think that group of people in particular, things are gonna get really, really light for, and you're gonna start to see the seeds that you've been planting actually start to take form and grow and sprout into something really magnificent, I wanna say. But it really does feel like as a community we are shifting again from kind of 3D superficial things. At least I think people that will be leading the community are shifting from superficial things or superficial forms of success to really focusing on the quality of interpersonal relationships. I think interpersonal relationships are going to be the biggest theme, especially for the rest of the year. And this is a really nice factor because honestly, people don't realize how the relationships in your life are actually the most important and most shaping towards who you become and who you are, even more than your career. Your community can literally help you create the life that you want and actually create moments that make life worth living. More than anything else, I will die on that hill, argue to a wall. With the shift being interpersonal relationships, what you're gonna start noticing is community and aspects of community, which again, I've been shouting this, screaming it, throwing up for a while now. Community is gonna become really important. Not only is community gonna become really important, but knowing what you stand for to bring in that community is gonna be really significant. There's this like essence of like everyone or a lot of people in the collective kind of feeling like the misfit toys, where you don't really feel like you quite belong anywhere. And I think there's gonna be this emphasis on creating a lot of niche groups. It's like instead of bigger groups, we're gonna kind of like go towards more smaller groups where your niche is a little bit more particular because you really know what you stand and what you believe in, and kind of you know what legacy you want to leave behind on this floating rock that we are on. I think brands are gonna do this a lot more, where instead of like general fitness brands, for example, it's gonna be more niche and there's gonna be other things involved within those communities. It feels like people are just really kind of craving this feeling of home that is bigger than them. The past decade or so, our society has really fixated on individualism, capitalism, etc. So it kind of just feels like that's going to start to change, where really appreciating the peers around you is going to become more of a focus than it ever has been, which is so stunning. Community really helps you kind of step into a further sense of authenticity, and being able to serve your community gives you a greater sense or expansion of who you really are, and the ability to tap into different parts of your soul at a level that you just cannot do individually. It's like when you're single for a really long period of time and you need to heal, or you're healing through things from past relationships, you can only heal so much on your own until you need to get triggered within the romantic context to actually continue to heal. And that's what it feels like kind of on a global scale. I feel like this is a pretty big overview of the rest of 2025. Like, it doesn't really feel like it's imminent, but it kind of just feels like this is the beginning of us moving towards everything that I'm talking about. Now, a bit of a forewarning: if you have built your identity or community off of things that are not authentic to you, your world, if you start to head in that direction, is going to have to be dismantled and kind of feel very out of sorts for you to come back into alignment. Now, in the long scheme of things, doing that, although scary, dismantling things is scary, will lead you to a more happy, authentic version of self, but that is simply your decision. So it's just a little bit of a warning. If you are a little bit in a phase or a realm that has not been your most aligned self, now would be the time to reroute. It's gonna get harder and harder as the world moves towards authenticity to jump back on that bus after you've missed several stops. You're gonna have to run a lot more blocks to catch up. Big advocate for making your life easier, not harder, so that is just my recommendation as a reader and what I foresee. Do not make your life more difficult. I think, again, also because we are moving towards a society that is basing more value on community, you're gonna also see the theme of trust really coming in, with individualism brings a sense of lack of trust. And with lack of authenticity, there's also an aspect of not really being able to trust your mind, the people around you, or really what the fuck is going on. All of these concepts really flow together quite nicely. So the more you build your community, the more authentic trust you're gonna have, not only in yourself, your path, and the people around you, but you're also gonna trust in the universe a little bit more and your intuition, which again reaffirms you being in a state of further alignment. It all just goes together really seamlessly. Again, I will say, this is only based on how not stubborn you are or how tolerant you are to trusting your intuition and not your ego. We are moving away from ego-based things and stepping into more authenticity. I'll say it again, away from the ego and the things that you think make you look shiny, fresh, and new, and into authenticity, which means sometimes looking like a weirdo to everybody around you, but it doesn't matter because you're happy about it. Be a weirdo. I promise you it will serve you way better with the direction the world is going into. You'll be way more successful even in the superficial things. Business-wise, money-wise, be weird. I promise it will work out. If you're a business, especially one that's in the creative world right now, starting a project, you'll see that project really take off in the next couple of months. The more authentic you are in that project, the more successful you will be. Don't let greed or other superficial things be at the forefront of what your goals are. Think of services or products as things that serve you and how you can give back to the community, and you will be more successful in the next 5 years by following that and letting that lead. I also think this is going to really impact the world of social media, but I'm not really quite sure yet, so I'll keep you all updated on what I feel about socials. But I do feel like there's going to be a significant shift in how people film and what that looks like. Kind of to wrap up, I'm just feeling again like we are really shifting away from superficial things. Sorry, I should finish my lip liner first. Like I was saying, there's going to be this shift from the superficial to more of a spiritual realm and really following your authenticity and your intuition that leads you to your soul path. Your soul path is connected with how you serve your community, and success is in service, because it is the age of Aquarius, where again, being a humanitarian and serving your community is really gonna do a lot better than being greedy like all these corporations have been. People are kind of sick of it. People will continue to get sick of it. I also feel like there's gonna be the shift in the fitness community where there's gonna be more of a blend of the spiritual with the fitness, and not just based off of physical, but a really all-encompassing health and wellness, but to a spiritual level, which is really freaking exciting. The next decade really is about stepping into the best version of you. It kind of feels like with all the timelines that are possible and the limitless equations that could exist in the path of your life and what direction you decide to go in, there's this push of narrowing those timelines and really refining them into less options, because you becoming the best version of yourself is the direction you should be choosing. It's like the universe is giving us less options right now because they really want you to feel better, and it's almost like the collective force that is driving all of this really wants us at an individual level to refine things that work at the machine level of society. We are all very important cogs in the machine, and instead of being individualistic, we need to all work together and serve our purpose. Kind of like how cells do their thing, you know what I mean? Like all the cells in our body have a very particular job because it serves something greater. That's kind of the direction that the universe is pushing us towards, which means if you're feeling this sense of emptiness or this void, which I think is gonna increase, especially in the next year, if you're not aligned, it's like spirit is making that amplified, so you do get on the right path. And if you are on the right path and even helping other people, you'll feel better. So even selfishly, it's just the right decision. If you want to work with me and step into a version of your highest self and enter your higher timeline, you know where to book me, link in the bio, you know, whatever. But to kind of sum everything up, be authentic, get fucking weird, choose your niche, focus on it. Do something that is of service to the community. Less greediness and individualism, more helping others. Be you, regardless of what other people might think about that. If you're a brand, again, focus on creativity and also staying true to your soul purpose and incorporating that into your brand. You will do wonderfully. Again, if you wanna work with me, you know the drill. Love y'all. I'm gonna end this video like that. Yeah, bye.